Today we're going to go after Judith by a perfect circle. A few things worth mentioning here. We're going to play it in E flat, and it's going to work right with the original recording, which is in C sharp standard, and basically you're just going to sacrifice a few open strings and you can pull this off. And I'm also going to show you how to play it without a slide, so this way the average person can just pick up a guitar in E flat and play along with the album, or for whatever situation. There's a lot of parts, so I'm going to be combining parts. I'm going to be giving you all the basis parts to get through the song by yourself. If you're trying to play it as a cover band or a tribute band or whatever, you got a little bit more work to do to figure out all the overdubs and everything, but this will get you going. So here we go. I am going to move a little fast because I feel this is a advanced guitar lesson. I'm not going to just tab everything out, and I'm going to get you in the ballpark, and it's your job to figure it out from there. And I will say, you might want to start with a pen and paper, because this is definitely a tough one to just memorize as you watch back, because I definitely had to do the same when I figured it out. So here we go. For the main riff, a lot of octaves. Basically every octave is going to be off of the A string. Opening pattern is 3 to 5, 6 to 5 off the A string, and then 15, 14. And right there, that's where there would be an open low C sharp, but you can cover it up with some string mutes. And also, if you tune to C sharp, everything I'm showing you, just move it up 2 frets, and that'll put you right back with the original tuning of the original recording. So after that, it goes into a lead line off of the G string, kind of the same feel. 5 to 7 off of the G string. Third fret on your D, and that little chuck there, that would be an open G string if you were tuned down. Cover it up with a palm, nobody's gonna know. So after there, you're going to go to the 8th fret on your A string, followed by 3-5 on your A string. And it's a gradual, like, quarter to half step bend, lead you into the verse. So one time all together, and you listen to the original, you might hear, it's going to be a hair different than what I'm doing, but you get it by now. So for the verse, 2 strings, so 2 lower string, just like a power chord, only you're barring it like a drop D, but you're not in drop D, you're in a standard shape tuning. 3 to 5. 6-5 back to 3-5. And then you're going to go to a standard, this F position chord, and then it has a little run at the end. So what it'll end on is just a single note, 1st fret, 4th fret, and then 10th fret. Now if you were tuned down, that 10th fret would just be an open. I'm gonna call this part the chorus, and once again all octaves, the way I'm showing you. You're gonna start on your 11th fret, 10th fret. You're gonna slide up to the 5th fret. Slide up to the 6th, back to the 5th. After 3 times it'll switch, you're going to go to the 10th fret, 9th, 12th, and 7th. Let me give you those two together. So for these, 15th fret on your B, 15th fret on your high E, down to the 13th fret on your same strings. And if you're using a slide, you're just going to be right over the back of that fret. I'm picking it slightly different than I demoed it, but you get the idea. Ended on the 17th fret, high E, and that pattern, when it comes around again after the second verse, you can just do the same thing. The next slide part is going to be off of your 13th fret G, 13th fret B, 12th fret B. And I may have threw an extra note in. I mean, on the recording, I'm not sure if it's there or not. So you can either just do, or you can do 13, back where you started. And you're going to go to the 7th fret on your G, 7, 8, 7. You'll do this whole pattern twice. Then you're going to move the pattern down to same string or same frets, but down to the D string. And then you're going to end it on the D string, which is that little back and forth. So one time on each. That'll lead you into this next riff I believe he's using like an octaver pedal or something. All on the high E. On the high E, but ending on the B, so 8, 8, 10, hammer onto it, up to the 17th, back to the 8, 10, and you're going to end on the 10th fret on the B, so one time really slow. Then it'll lead you. There's an alternate riff that goes on there, but if you're the solo guitar, there's a little lead riff leading into the second verse. Which will be 12-13 on your B. 13-15 on your B. 12-14 on your G. Back into the verse. So for this outro, I play octaves because just even playing the slide by itself sounded really thin. So I'll show you a couple ways to get through this, but to play it and really sound full, especially if you're playing solo guitar, th fret octave off your A string up to the 15th, down to the 10th, and then 9-10 to the 5th fret octave. And that riff's gonna drive the whole outro there, but I'm going to show you another slide part, all off of the B string. So 15, 13. Back 15, 13, 17, 15. Then it kind of goes down. 15, 13. I'm sorry, 10th fret on your B string. 8th fret. On that 17th, and you can just kind of tremolo, pick it out, or hold there. Back into the octave riff. And if you want to play with the slide, or if you want to play the quote-unquote lead part, th fret, 13th, down to the 8th, 7th, to 8th, to the 3rd fret on your B string. And that part would sub this part out. And obviously you can hear how much fuller it sounds playing the octave, especially if, you know, playing solo guitar on there. One more little slide lead, which I was kind of rhythming it out in the demo. You're just, you know, you're only striking it once and kind of just hitting that sustain, but I was just kind of filling the space for it. So it's going to be a 2-string chord off of your D and G, starting on the 5th fret, up to the 7th, up to the 10th, 5-7 again, slide it up. And then it goes to the 10th, down to the 7th, up to the 12th. So let me just just kind of play that in rhythm so it makes more sense. And that'll lead you to your outro riff, which you're going to do, I think it's 3 times. A few ways you can end that, you know, it's, you can't end it on that A octave on the 12th fret. Hit a D chord. Either or. If you were tuned to C sharp, that's where you would crack that open string, obviously, just one note.